What's up, everyone? Today I got, as you can see here, I got some garlic fries and a burger from Super Duper. Honestly, in my opinion, Super Duper has the best burgers in SF. And I'm actually really excited today. I remember watching this series a while back. Maybe I'm not sure if I watched it when it released, but the big new series I'm tackling is Hunter x Hunter. And I remember I watched couple episodes, and then I don't know why I lost interest in it. Maybe it was kind of slow for me, but I only heard good things about this series. And what really rekindled my interest in this series, I followed this pianist on YouTube named Animenz, and he does a ton of anime songs, but he is a classically trained pianist, and he puts his own elements of classically trained piano techniques into his covers. And he recently did, I believe, one of the openings for Hunter x Hunter. Actually, I think there's only one opening for Hunter x Hunter for the 2011 version. And actually, I looked on myanimelist as well, and it had a super high rating. I think it was like 9.1. And there's tons of fans of the series. But unfortunately, I heard that the creator of the series actually has taken a hiatus off the manga, and it's been quite some time, I think, since he released any new chapters. And I believe this series for the 2011 anime TV series, I think it ran from 2011 to 2014, and I think there's like 148 episodes if I recall. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's get some food first before we get into today's topic of my first impressions for the first episode of Hunter x Hunter. So yeah. Oh, I also got a little cookies and cream shake. So actually, the first time I went to Super Duper, my friend introduced me to this place, and it's super good. But the burgers are a little greasy in my opinion, but it doesn't take away of how delicious it is. And I also had, I believe the first time I also had a cookies and cream shake with it, and oh my gosh, that's the ultimate diabetes killer right here. But it's been quite some time since I had a cookies and cream shake from there, so I was kind of feeling it. But yeah, but definitely, of course, later today I need to go out for a run to burn some calories. Okay, so let's dive into the world of Hunter x Hunter. So actually, from watching the first episode, I kind of see some comparisons to other great notable series like One Piece and Naruto, and I'll make some comparisons from what I've gathered in the first episode. So hunters are individuals very much like pirates from One Piece. Pretty much, this world, there's a bunch of monsters and creatures, and tons of riches and lands to be explored. And hunters are these individuals that are thirsty for adventure, in a sense. So the episode opens up. We get introduced to our main character, Gon. He's a 12-year-old boy, and he's fishing at a lake for the Lord of the Lake. So I believe Mito is his cousin. I had to look online to she's like his mother figure, and she made a promise with God, saying that if you manage to catch Lord of the Lake, I'll let you take the hunter examination. And of course he does. And but we get to know a little about Gon's father a little bit. So Gon's father actually caught the Lord of the Lake around 20 years ago as well, and he was the same age as Gon. But unfortunately, Gon's father actually left him alone and decided to pursue being a hunter, leaving him behind. And Mito obviously doesn't want him to go, being like his mother, saying that why would you want to become a hunter? It's very dangerous, and I mean, your life will be unexpected and you can lose your life at any time. But Gon, being the adventurous boy that he is, I'm not sure if he's harboring any harsh feelings towards his father at this point, but he wants to become a hunter. He's inspired by his dad, actually, saying that he wanted to become a hunter so bad, and I want to know why he wanted to be a hunter so bad, that he would abandon his son. So that's crazy. And of course, Gon has a large part of his friends and family seeing him off at the dock before he departs for his adventure. And then while on board, Gon actually, he has some, insane, inhuman senses, and he tells the captain that a big storm is coming, and obviously, the captain's kind of, shocked, but he sees in Gon's eyes that he's pretty serious, and he sees his father, Ging, I believe his name is, in Gon as well. And he always had his suspicion that he was Gon's son from the start. So, in this sense, the hunter examination, this really takes me back to Naruto when, they had the tuning exams, and tons of other series as well. They always have like some examination arc to, graduate from their students or passing some exam of some sort, right? So we get introduced to some other characters as well. So all these people on board are hunter examinees trying to take the test, and most of the examinees fall under seasickness, and except for Gon and these two other individuals. So there's this boy named Kurapika. He appears to be slightly older than Gon in age, and then we also have this man dressed in a suit. His name is Lea Rio. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah, and he appears to be like he's a grown man. He's much older than Gon and Kurapika. So the captain actually asked all three of these individuals to meet him. He wants to talk to them a little bit, and he actually asked them, "Why do you want to take the hunter examination?" And immediately Gon, answers with a quick response and says, "Oh, I want to become a hunter just like my dad." He's inspired by his dad, and immediately the captain, has confirmation that he's King's son, obviously. And then Kurapika, I'm sorry, I'm learning these characters' names. Kurapika and Lirio obviously declined, and they said, "Why should we tell you? It's kind of private." And then the captain right there says, "You know what? Okay, I'm going to tell the head of the hunter examinations that 2 more people dropped out." So actually, the examination already started. So there's so many. Captain says there's so many hunter wannabes out there, and all the hunter board can't examine every single individual, and they need to cut people down. And in this, this exam already started, so all the individuals that fell seasick are immediately dropped out of this test. If they can't handle seasickness, they will not be able to handle the tough life of a hunter, right? So obviously Kurapika and Lirio, once they've been threatened to be asked why they became a hunter, of course they're inclined to answer the captain's questions. So Kurapika, okay, this really draws me back to Naruto draws me back at Sasuke's Sasuke's past as well. So Kurapika, he's part of the Kurta clan, and 4 years ago his clan was wiped out by these, what are these criminals known as the Phantom Troupe, and they're like known as A-class criminals, and even the best, like really the best of the best hunters won't even mess with these guys. So that's how dangerous the organization is. but the reason Kurapika wants to become a hunter is for revenge, much like Sasuke and that Itachi relationship there, and he wants to destroy the Phantom Troupe. And the captain says there's a tough road ahead of you, and the Phantom Troupe isn't someone to be messed with, and you might lose your life in the process. But just like Gon, Kurapika has that fire in his eyes that he will do anything no matter what, even if people say not to do so. So the captain's this little guy's a little feisty. Okay, I guess he has my little mark of approval there. And then we also have Lea Rio, but this is in a sense he's more realistic, like just reading any regular dude. Instead of any noble reason compared to Kurapika or Gon, his is more kind of superficial. He wants to chase money. He thinks that it's kind of like One Piece in that sense. As a pirate, loot goods, and you're trying to find the One Piece, the greatest treasure of all, right? And he wants to buy liquor, cars, probably women, you name it, anything that money can buy. Then Kurapika states that, oh man, are you serious? You're really chasing only after money? That seems so superficial. And Lirio says, hey little kid, you gotta talk to me with respect. I'm your elder. Don't talk to me that way. And then shortly, Lea Rio said, let's take a step outside. I'll teach you some lessons out there. And during this whole ordeal, they're about to fight, right? But a big storm is passing, and everyone is in danger. But they decide to try to fight anyways. And in the middle before they were about to fight, this one of the sailors falls off the boat, and both of them, try to save him, but they just miss him by just a hair. But Gon, being the crazy little dude he is, he without hesitation, he jumps off the boat and manages to catch the sailor and save him. But Gon has no support, but he felt like he believed in Kurapika and Lirio to catch him by his feet, and in doing so, yeah, they did as well. And oh, excuse me. And after this ordeal, of course, Lirio made apology to the rude statements toward him and his clan, and also as Kurapika made apology as well to each other. So after this, after this whole ordeal, the big storm has passed, he says, you know what? All three of you have my approval. All you guys passed and can head towards the hunter examination. So these three main characters right here. I'm pretty sure the main characters of the story. We'll see them. Maybe they form a party of some sort, like a crew, like in One Piece or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of episode 1 of Hunter x Hunter. I do remember when they get to the test site, when I watched this series a while back. But yeah, I can't wait to how it goes from here. Only heard great things about this series and can't wait for what's more in store. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm probably gonna make Hunter x Hunter thing. There's not much, many series going on since there's a lot of coronavirus delays as well. So I was thinking maybe I should start a new series, and Hunter x Hunter is a lot of people love the series. So yeah, thank you for watching. Peace.